Alright, I'm here at work right now. You know how it is, grinding things out. Hopefully there's no sensitive data about, but I wanted to make a video real quick because I was just been thinking about it. My bad. But yeah, I wanted to make a video basically just highlighting the importance of that initial period of starting trading, which is learning the fundamentals. What I'm going to be preaching when I'm successful, and of course I'm already successful, I know that I'm going to be a profitable trader in time, but when I have the platform to actually share how I did that, I'm going to heavily preach on top of just relying on God to get you there, relying on his guidance, his strength. You need to take at least a few months. It depends on everyone's learning capacity, but you need a few months to handle the fundamentals of trading, because when you're hopping into trading, you're essentially a baby. You're a baby that doesn't know anything about the world. Everything is new to you. Everything is overwhelming. I remember that, there's so many memes on TikTok about first time opening trading view, and I was in the same spot about you open trading view and it looks like like a plane cockpit. You're like, what's going on here? So many things. But obviously as you go on, you begin to learn and you begin to understand what you're looking at, understand what you're seeing. And the reason why I'm gonna hammer down so much the fact that you need that initial period of learning the actual fundamentals of trading, what candles are, what a trend is, highs and lows, resistance and support, all of these sort of things before you learn a strategy. Of course there's going to be strategies and everything, but I'm going to heavily preach because it's exactly what I went through, and it's the reason why I have so much confidence in the fact I'm going to make it is the fact that I took so much time to learn the fundamentals of basics of trading, not just the market itself but psychology as well, risk management, all of these sorts of things. You need to get a strong grasp on them before you actually go and learn your strategy, what strategy you're going to go with, because one, you're going to know and understand what you're actually looking at when you find the strategy that actually suits you. You'll understand why it clicks for you because you'll have the knowledge and the fundamentals. There's so many strategies out there, but you might look at one and be like, even though you know the fundamentals, you'll know and understand that, okay, I'm looking at this strategy and I can't really see myself doing it. I can't really understand it. That's completely fine. Keep on looking. There'll be one that clicks for you. And if you don't do the fundamentals, you just wouldn't know anything. Like even if you come across the right strategy that seems good, it won't click for you. And it's the reason why I'll heavily be against people just when they initially start trading, just instantly look at strategies and whatnot. Just be like, okay, what strategy based on, learn the fundamentals of basics of trading. This is a skill that you need to learn, right? It's a skill that you need to hammer down. It's not something that you can just learn just based like in a week. I know that's so basic of advice, but I've lived this. I'm living this. You can't just learn a strategy for a week and be profitable instantly, man. There's a process to this, and that's why I'm going to be preaching so much. Learn the fundamentals of basics, even if it takes 3 months. I know it might have taken me even less time if I was really locked in, because those first 3 months I was learning the fundamentals, there were so many times where I was like, oh my days, I can't do this, oh my days. You're going to feel like a fool, right? Because there's going to be so many bumps in the road, so many things you're struggling to wrap your head around. One thing I couldn't wrap my head around for the longest while was fair value gaps, right? And it's so simple to me now, but I couldn't understand them from the life of me. I couldn't understand why people drew it where they were until I watched a video on it and it just clicked, right? And man, like I'm gonna be hammering this down so much, and I hope that this video reaches someone who's also at a similar stage to me, or maybe just a bit behind me. I'm still in this period now where I'm testing my strategy, where I'm back testing it and live testing it to make sure I gain confidence and understand it. Give me a second. Yeah, a colleague walked in, so I'm gonna wrap this up quick. Yeah, where was I, man? This is the thing, I can't do pauses. But yeah, it just took me such a long time. I would have locked in much faster with all of this. Like, it could have been, for some people, yeah. This is the sick thing about trading and how it's so individual. someone who's more intelligent than I am in terms of picking things up and understanding them. This process I'm talking about, which is about taking things on, learning the fundamentals of basics, it could genuinely click for some of you watching this in a month. 3 weeks, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got it, genuinely. But it's not everyone, right? And I know if you're anything like me watching this video, it's not the same for you. There'll be times when you stumble, there'll be times where, you know, you're feeling like giving up. There'll be times where there's things that are just not clicking and you'll need help and you'll need support. God is there for you, bro. But yeah, no matter how long it takes, I want that to be the general standpoint, and it's something I'll forever stand on. When you're getting into trading, don't go straight away to learn a strategy. Learn the fundamentals of trading. Learn risk management. Learn psychology. Learn structure of just the market in general. Just how it looks, like what you're seeing when you look at it. Off the top of my head, there's highs and lows of candles, candles themselves, the structure of candles, you know, support and resistance, market structure, price action, all of these sorts of things. Learn how those things work and then get into your strategy. Once you have a good understanding of those things, go ahead with a strategy. And this is why I'll suggest either Trades by Size playlist. He has a playlist on his channel about these things where it's like a proper like course module type of thing, where I'd even ended up finishing it because I kind of got the hang of things before I actually finished it. And of course I'm gonna finish it one day and actually watch the rest of them properly and like see what I can gain from them. It's not entirely his strategy that I'm following, so I might not understand it fully, but I'll continue trying my best. His course and TGR has a whole 9-hour video as well. I watched that for a while and that was very helpful. I know those seem to be the simplest for me to get a hang of, so, and understand the fundamentals and basics of trading. So before you try and learn a strategy, before you try and even hop in markets and try doing trade, phone battery ran out, let me finish this off. But yeah, if you're not serious about trading, by all means go ahead, do what you want, bro. If you want to invest in Apple because it looks good, do what you want, bro. If you want to try and spend hours, you know, trying to see a strategy, and then if you want to spend hours just copy trading off of people who live stream, do what you want. But if you're genuinely and truly serious about this, you understand that it takes time, and this is what's worked for me, this is what's working for me. That 3-month period, no matter how long it takes, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be a week unless you're a super genius, but most of us aren't that, if we're being very truthful. Take the time, bro. If you're genuinely serious about wanting to make it in trading, if you're genuinely serious, if you feel like God has called it on you that, okay, trading is going to be the tool. It's not your purpose, it's not your life purpose, but it's going to be a tool that elevates you. That's the revelation that I got. If that's what you feel, then you need to understand, and I'm sure God would back me on this. The Bible, there's so many verses about patience and, you know, waiting on God, right? Take your time with it, right? Learn the fundamentals first, no matter how long that takes. In doing that, so many more things will open up to your mind that even when you're learning the strategy, it'll just click and you'll be able to start taking steps. After that, I might make a whole nother video on this, but after that 3-month period, you go into learning a strategy, whatever strategy that may be, and then you just do another 3 months of just back testing it and live testing it. 3 profitable months in a row. That's literally the stage I'm on. I've done the 3 months of work, right, the fundamentals, and now I'm doing 3 months of just back testing and live testing. You need 3 months in a row. If you do that, then you go for a funded account, you're good. I'm currently, where am I? I'm about 2 or 3 weeks into my first month. I'm still profitable so far. I've taken 2 trades, 1 win, 1 loss, and I'm still profitable. So if things line up, we'll take more trades. You know, the aim is just to be profitable. That's it. For this month, next month, and the month after. God willing, after that, once we've passed that 3-month period, hopefully in the next 3 months, you know, then truly I'll be onto the funded next. I'm going straight for a 200k funding, because by then I'll fully have confidence that I know and understand what I'm doing. I'll have the confidence that my psychology, because I've been getting beaten up in the back test, man. I've been getting roughed around all sorts during this back testing, live testing period. So I know that by the end, all of it is for a purpose. and I'll fully understand where I'm at and what I'm going, you know, regarding the funded stage. So that's the main premise of this video I wanted to make. Learn the fundamentals first. 3 months is what I'd recommend, but I'm sure that a lot of us can do it in sooner. I could have done it a lot sooner. I could have done it a lot sooner as well if I just locked in, but I do believe that there was a purpose for why it took me as long as 3 months, and I believe that was for a reason, and it's all gonna line up soon. So yeah, man, do your research first. You know, don't hop straight into strategies or live trading or any of this stuff. Learn the fundamentals of trading, the market itself, and you'll be good. I promise you.